Episode 8 of the Road to 1050. I'm going to go ahead and crush all your hopes and dreams if you think this is going to be a good episode. Just so you know what you're getting into, this was absolutely a terrible week for me, and I legitimately only recorded 2 days, and I really didn't even record anything on those 2 days. It was just so bad. It was release week. I was super stressed out about everything. There was just so much work to do that my workouts were garbage. I didn't record anything. And it was just a bad week for the gym. Great week business-wise, but terrible week for the gym, which seems to be how these work. So let's look at the 4 clips that I have from 2 different days. Clip number 1 is, this was actually a new block, so that was exciting, except I didn't record any of it, but I did for episode 9, so have no fear, you'll see that. But I changed everything up on week 8. I actually switched to doing my speed squats using a safety squat bar with chains. And I want to start using the safety squat bar because this was my first week getting wrapped in my huge... I've always had an issue with my hips shooting up, but when I wrap, I just have so much more pop out of the hole that I really have to focus on keeping my upper back locked in and leading with my traps. So the safety squat, I'm already awful at high bar squats because it forces me to keep everything locked in up top. But by doing my speed work with this, the safety squat bar really lets me just lock everything in, and it's gonna have a great carryover just because I've got to learn to lead with my traps. So that's why I switched to the safety squat bar, and I just switched to chains because I was just about over. Not over, but I was ready to switch out from bands, so I moved on to the chains here. Even though my gym doesn't have a great chain setup, usually, I mean, you never really want to squat with chains that are set like this, just because there's virtually no carryover compared to how you're actually supposed to set them up with a feeder chain. But this is what I had to work with. Alright, Saturday was when I got in wraps, and this was a super good day. Wraps felt really good for being like my first real heavy session in with them. I smoked my first set of, I basically took 3 big shots. I took my first one at 265, which I actually didn't get footage of, and that moved super easy. And then I bumped it up to 295, which is this first video. And then the second video is 315, and I smoked 315 and it felt really good. Again, if you notice, you can see that my hips shoot up, and that's what I've got to start working on because the wraps just exaggerate that even more. So that was about it. Wraps are a little bit different than just with sleeves. They're basically a step up from sleeves. So for those of you who don't know, it's basically learning to squat without feeling anything in your lower leg. Basically, from your knee down goes numb because you've got these wraps on, which is why you see me try to get them off pretty quick after I finish my set. But that's all I have, so I apologize for week 8 not being the greatest of all, but next week, or the next episode, oh my goodness, I don't know what words I'm trying to say right now. Episode 9 will have, I think I filmed quite a bit for episode 9, so that'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. So I will see you in the next one, and I'm sorry this one kind of let you down.